Hello, my name is Agnes and I'm the current Wellness Initiative Coordinator at Ekimwegit. As I wrote you the handbook about stress, I stretched out that stress can be a big challenge, especially at the workplace. However, today I'll be discussing on what are scientific claims and non-scientific claims. First of all, scientific claims are those claims that have facts, positions, and they are able to be measurable, even have realistics. While non-scientific claims, these are claims which are based on beliefs and they are not actually measurable. They also become unscientific when the presenter is not actually a scientist or has never been in the field of science. So if you really follow all these claims that I'm going to share with you, they will make you become happier in your daily life. I'm going to summarize for you the two videos. One is about the secret, and the secret is talking about how we use the law of attraction. It says that we get attracted to things that we think about most, and finally it happens to our lives. This will end up making our lives happy and changing us become great. The main idea about the secret video is about the secret. The secret, as we have seen in the summary, is about how to use the law of attraction. It states that we get attracted to what we think about most in our daily lives and eventually come true. It also focuses on something we are passionate about and how it can change our lives. We need to do things that we are passionate about and we are actually happy of, because they will help in our lives and makes us happier. Let me discuss for you the claims about this video, which is the secret. It's talking about that it's hard to manage all our thoughts since there are about 1,000 thoughts. But they said that the only way we can manage those thoughts is by feelings. This is not really a scientific claim because it does not tell us about how we can exactly measure them and how we can control the thoughts. But it is just a belief and a statement made by the psychologist. Let me talk about the second video, which is about the new era of positive psychology. In the second video, we are going to summarize the second video, which focuses on the new era of positive psychology. It talks about how to change people's lives and become happy. Psychology has been focused on treating mental illness, but Sigmund's research has been focusing on the following. He focused his research on how to make people happy. He said that there are 3 interventions that can help people to be happy, like meaningful life, present life, and good life. He believes that if people try these interventions, they will become happier. The main idea about the second video, which is presented by Sigmund, is that it's about the implementation of these interventions that can ultimately lead to happy lives, which is self-efficacy and effectiveness. Sigmund suggests that if we clearly follow all these interventions, then our lives are going to be happier than ever before. Some of the scientific claims in this video is that Sigmund talked of 3 different happy lives, 3 different interventions that can use to make people's lives happy. This claim is scientific because it's made by a respected psychologist who has been in the field of science for many years. Sigmund asks questions of happiness that have measurable and answers are specific variables, which are Sigmund's references to interventions that he talked about above. And all these can make people become happy in daily life. Scientific claims that I'm going to share with you the video which sounds more scientific and non-scientific. Among the 2 videos, the new era of positive psychology presented by Sigmund is more scientific than the secret video. This is because something to be scientific has to have position and has to be backed up by reality or evidence. For example, when it is presented by a scientist who has ever been in the field of science, this makes his claim to be a scientific. So when I compare the 2 videos, the secret is more of just beliefs and statements, but Sigmund's video is more of realistic and scientific. Let me talk about different kinds of stress that happened to my life. One was a negative feedback from my boss. The second was disagreement between my co-workers and hard commands from my boss. When I was working in textile industry, I happened to have a big challenge of receiving negative feedback from my boss, whereby my boss was challenging me, and he told me to write a report about certain event, and then when I wrote this report and presented to him, he gave me a negative feedback whereby that I didn't know what even I was doing. At this point of time, I was stressed and I could not feel like I was able to handle this stress. Unfortunately, I had to leave the job because I had failed to deal with this stress successfully. I shifted to run the air organization whereby I worked and for so many years, but I happened to have a different difficulties and disagreements with my co-workers. But time came whereby I never mind about how to really fail, but I focused on my success and I made sure that I deal with them, and from this point I was able to deal with success using positive thinking and happiness. I was able to be successful in this field. I thank you for kind attention, and please keep updated on that point that I've been sharing with you.